Hey guys, so I am in a really beautiful cemetery right now, and if you have been following me for a very long time, about a year, and you followed my Instagram, you would know that I actually love cemeteries. I think they're really cool. I know some people would find it really bizarre, but I don't know, I just really have always loved cemeteries. And actually, my last year in college, my room outlooked a whole cemetery, and I know some people would find that to be eerie and weird. I was like so excited when I saw that. I was like jumping up and down because like that's what the room I wanted. So I'm in this really cool cemetery. It's so ancient, and there's some really giant memorials, and I don't know, I'm just loving it right now. I'm just walking around. It's a little awkward when I like bump into someone, because then it's like, you know, yeah, we're both hanging out in a cemetery, but we're not going to talk. We're just going to like walk by each other. It's super awkward. I know it's really weird. I think probably the reason why I'm so intrigued is, well, first off, it's just, I've always loved history, and it kind of, you know, is a piece. Each person had their own full life, their full story, and, you know, you're just walking through endless stories that you don't know, and you will never know. And I think that's kind of romantic in a way and cool. And also, graveyards remind me that I'm still living my story, and you know, I'm still here and I get to live my story. So I still have like a whole life to live. And so it kind of has me thinking, well, I only have one life, you know, the whole YOLO thing, but you know, I only have one little life, and it's, you know, going to disappear one day, and no one's really going to know or remember me or care about me. So I might as well just live it and enjoy it and take the most out of life for what I have right now, and leave my mark on the world for, you know, the most positive way I could leave this world. You know, I want to leave this world a more positive place than when I came in. And I hope that I'm doing that, you know, through my YouTube and just, you know, my general life and my general attitude towards life and people. And I think that's a pretty cool goal to have. And I was just thinking, you can really choose to see anything in life in a negative or positive light. I like that I choose the positive aspect of graveyards, and that I don't kind of like dwell on the negative. And of course, you know, you want to apply that concept to other parts in life. And, you know, it really is how you want to see it. Some people are going to see graveyards in a really negative light, and, you know, that's understandable, and you can do that. But, you know, I choose not to, and I think I do apply that to most parts of my life. And ultimately, you're the creator of your own world, because you have the power of perception. You have the power to decide how you're going to perceive certain things. And like I've said before, it's as easy or as hard as you want to make it. It's really up to you. And that concept, you know, I've talked about how, you know, this diet is as easy and hard, or as hard as you want to make it, but it also applies to life. You know, you can decide, oh wow, this walk or this journey or this part of my life is so hard, or you can just decide that it's not that hard, it's easy, and that you're just going to work through it, and it's not a big deal, and you're not going to let it really labor on your spirits. Now, I'm entering a section where it is just massive monuments, and I mean, look, that's amazing. Well, oh, can't really see, hold on. And the thing is that, you know, I've decided to take the easy route, and taking the easy route is just deciding not to be a victim, you know, deciding not to make everything so difficult in your mind, and just accepting things for when they happen and moving forward, instead of being like, oh, woe is me, oh, you know, it's so difficult for me, you know, oh, everyone's bumping into me, everyone doesn't move for me. And see, look, someone just left a empty Coke bottle just lying around. Of course. So I'm just going to go throw it out. I'm overly excited right now because I just saw a fox, and foxes are probably one of my most favorite animals. So to be in such a beautiful place and seeing my favorite animal, it just, I was so excited. And yeah. And I also love crows, go figure, right? So as you guys probably know, I'm super weird, but the thing is that we're all weird in our own way. We all have our own weird quirks. So the best thing to do is just completely embrace these weird quirks and then just to shine through and not be afraid to suppress, who you really are, because I feel like in today's society we're kind of told we have to be a certain way, we have to like certain things, and if you don't like that, then you're kind of like cast away. And I just don't believe that to be true. I feel that if you really develop a confidence in who you are internally and just really emulate that and make no excuses and no apologies for who you really are, then I feel like that is when you're just being the most authentic self that you can be. And people love that. People love seeing authenticness because you don't get that as often as you really should in life, because most people are just trying to conform to the status quo and be what they should be instead of being what they want to be and being who they really are. So find those little quirks about you. Find little things that are different, that make you separate and different from everyone else, and embrace them, and don't be afraid to show them off. And you know what? People are gonna think you're weird. And you know what? Those people are the people you really shouldn't worry about, because they just have really a shallow grasp, and it's not that they're bad people, but they just have a shallow grasp on what life really should be, and they're, way too concerned with conforming to the status quo, obviously, if you're making them uncomfortable with just being yourself. And, if you love graveyards, if you love eating tons of fruit in one sitting, that's nothing to be ashamed of, and people shouldn't make you feel uncomfortable about that. And, when they try to do that, that's because they have some, internal issue that they're dealing with, and they're, kind of pushing that out on you. So the best thing that you need to do is just realize that. And just realizing that will help you in general, and will help you completely be okay with being yourself. And so you don't make excuses, or you don't make apologies if you wanted to eat 10 bananas in one sitting.